Sagittarius, thank you for joining me for your, this is your mid-month reading, April mid-month reading. Okay, Sagittarius, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me again if you've been here before, and all your support for the channel. And thank you for those of you who are just joining for the first time. Welcome, welcome. We are going to dive into what you can expect, what you can anticipate, any messages from Spirit for the remaining 2 weeks of April. It's an intense period of time, isn't it? I know that I'm feeling pretty transformed, and I hope that you are too. It never ends though, does it? Our personal evolution. So at the moment I'm feeling like, cool, like I made it through the last 6 weeks, I'm good. And so I'm hoping that's where you're at. And if not, that's okay, because you will be very soon. So everything is secular, right? Just going in cycles. So let's see where we're at for you. Let's start with the first card, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius. We're starting with the Page of Wands. You're curious, you're ready, you're raring to go. I bet. With Mars moving into Leo. Mars is a fellow ruler of a fellow air fire sign. Ruler of Aries. We're just coming out of Aries now, getting ready to go into Taurus. So with Mars, the ruling planet for Aries, moving into Leo, it's gonna feel like game on again. And I know I'm ready for it. I'm sure that you're way ready for it. Look at here. The second card for you is the Empress. The Empress, ready to give birth to something new for you. Something new. Some of you could become new parents, certainly, but definitely the energy of new life around you. All right, let's get that third card for you. Okay, look at that. This is the Hierophant reversed. Now, both of these are Taurus ruled cards. This is Venus and Hierophant, the teacher, the receiver of divine wisdom that holds and sets the tone, or holds the standard, holds the tradition. It's reversed, okay? Meaning non-traditional. That's cool, especially for you guys, right? All right, let me go ahead and get clarifiers before I go any further with this reading. So tell us about that Page of Wands, Spirit. What is going on with the Page of Wands? Why is he here? What is this? You know, he's a messenger, right? So what message is he telling us? Now, this is Temperance. This is attributed to Sagittarius. I love it when you guys show up in your own reading, right? Now, this is the ability to take something that had been challenging and turn it into something masterful, a masterpiece, right? Where your stumbling block is now your stepping stone, that type of energy, where you're tapped into source and you're able to see solutions beyond where there had been originally problems and challenges. All right, so let's so information that's going to turn something that had been a challenge into the solution, right? Like solutions, right? Love solutions. Let's go ahead and get that King of Swords reversed. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Okay. Three. Let's get 2 clarifying cards for the Empress. Tell us why she is here, please. Oh my God. So, sorry about that. I have got here the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for you. So something that is new in your life is bringing in a lot of joy. Why am I dropping your cards? Okay, here we have the Chariot. The Chariot. Divine will. This is life force energy, your divine will, activating that solar plexus, that fiery center within you. And because you're tapped into this higher vibration and allowing life force energy to move through you, It is the higher vibrational version of you, or your highest self, that is now dictating the direction that this chariot goes, and sort of like, I don't know, it's kind of got its hands in all of the details of your life. Like spirit is going out and organizing things so that you have this path forward, and you feel alive, and you feel active, and you feel engaged, and you feel like you know that you're going somewhere. You don't know exactly where you're going to land or what it's going to look like when you get there, but you know that something magnificent is down the road for you, and you're headed in that direction. So, and it seems to me, even though he's like on a chariot, there's not a lot of like stopping and smelling the roses when you normally think of that, but it's one of those road trips. Let's just imagine it's a road trip, right? And it's one of those road trips that you're in flow, that you don't necessarily have like an itinerary all planned out. You just know that you're going, and it's going to be fun the entire time, right? This feels like a lot of fun to me. A lot of fun. Why is that Hierophant reversed though? Let's find out about that. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. This is another Earth card here. Absolutely. Going into that Taurus season, what, the 19th, 20th of April. So here within this 2-week period that we're reading for. So this Earth energy on the table definitely makes sense. And we've got the 5 of Swords reversed. So 5 of Swords reversed here for you. Sagittarius, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm going to grab another deck, and I'm going to get some more information about that King of Swords right there, because there's definitely something about a non-biased judgment. Why is it reversed? Non-biased judgment is the words that are coming to mind. And there's at the bottom of this deck is the King of Swords. Again, he's showing up here with the Ace of Wands. Now, I haven't shuffled this deck, but I think that might be telling, right? Could be telling here. Let's see, because the King of Swords also represents that Aquarius energy of authenticity, being tapped into your authentic self. We have the 9 of Pentacles here as a clarifier for the King of Swords. You know, and this 5 of Swords over here at the end of the reading, this is also an Aquarius card, reversed. Over here, as you know, and came out with the 9 of Pentacles. So you've got some repeating cards here, repeating themes. This is fascinating already. The Star card. Yes, I love it. So who is this message? Let's go. This message, this Mercury. Yeah, well, no, Mercury in Sagittarius is the 8 of Wands. This is Mercury is in a fire sign right now, is in Aries. Pages are messengers, so Mercury, right? Reverse, Fool and Page of Swords, reversed. Wow, I'm just looking into this Page of Wands, the Temperance, the he's not the Knight, he's the King of Swords, reversed. We have the Star card, Aquarius also upright. The 9 of Pentacles upright. And then the Fool and another messenger card. It's all about information, all about communication. Okay. It's making sense. I'm getting it here. All right. With this first set, this is the energy that you're like recent past. This is the energy that you're kind of coming off of, right? And setting the stage for the other cards that come after. So what we're looking at here is this messenger. I think that you've got some grand plans. I think you have some very grand plans for yourself. And I think that you're not sharing them with everybody. I think you're keeping your plans to yourself. I believe that you are potentially starting something brand new. I think that you are gathering information on that. You don't have all the information yet. And it's not necessarily everybody's place that is in your life to know what your plans are. I believe that you are coming from a very healed place. We have the Star card upright. We have the strategy card upright. We have the turning something that was difficult or challenging and now solution oriented, which you would get solutions from being healed, from being tapped into higher consciousness. You would be able to use those solutions as in a strategic move for yourself that would have long-term payoff for yourself, or you would get back more than what you put in. If you put in this effort, you would be receiving more, maybe even more than the current situation that you're in. Maybe you're looking at changing something in order to be of greater benefit for you. And here we have the King of Swords. This was what threw me. This is what threw me, okay? With this King of Swords reverse. I think that you are involved with several other people. These are the people that you're not telling what's going on in your life, that this change that you're about to make, you don't know that you're 100% going to make it, or at least you don't have all the information in order to be able to make this decision or this change yet. But I think that the decision that you're making is 100% for self, and it is not for it's not necessarily for the greater good for the people that you are surrounding yourself with right now. Okay? All right, let's leave it at that. Here we have now what is coming, or you're about to experience, right? It could be just starting to come in. You could be just, somewhere between these two is where you're at right now. This Empress is saying that you have done the work. Here we go. This is the work here. Tapped into higher consciousness and been able to see something that's better for you. So you've laid the foundation, you've done the work, you've planted the seed, and now you're going to take off. I think that thing that you're waiting for the information on before you are able to step into something new here, this 0 point Aries energy. Also, Aries is it is the most independent sign in the tarot, in the zodiac wheel, okay? It's the most independent, which means that you're making a very strong independent decision for your future, for yourself, okay? This is great. This is great. We all do need to be thinking more of self first so that our cup is full, so that we are the best version of ourself, and then we can inspire and be there for others as they're making their way to their best self, or we're just supporting one another, being our best selves together, whatever that looks like. But we're no good to anybody if we're not being the best version of ourselves, are we? And what you're about to do is you're about to make a power move. You're going to make a power move here, Sagittarius. And I love this for you. So I wouldn't worry about whether or not, if you haven't gotten the information yet, I wouldn't worry about it, because this is a card of you're going somewhere, and it is divinely orchestrated. Look at this vision straight ahead. Now it's fun. You may take your time to smell some roses and just enjoy it, sure, but you know where you're going. You know why. Here's the thing. You know why you're going. You know why, and you've got a really good, firm grasp on that. Now, where you're going is not somewhere that you would have necessarily thought that you would be at. You know what? While the 3-card spread is past, present, future, and I'm looking at this, what is your future looking like? And it has a very strong resemblance to the first set of cards with the... You know what? I'm hesitating to say this, and I probably just need to pull some more cards, and I'm going to, but you know me. I've got to say what I'm thinking before I have any proof. Before I necessarily have the proof, because I just do that, right? what we what it looks like here is sort of like having to revisit that original decision to leave. That's what it looks like, okay? Because the Five of Swords is like, I know my truth. I'm gonna win at all costs. I don't care if it's not what's better for everybody else, right? Okay. Yeah, there is something straight, there's something afoot here, and I don't know. I just feel like you're being very clever right now. You're being very, very, very clever, and I love it. I love how it feels, but I need to know more. I want to know more. Please tell me. The cards will tell me, and I'll tell you what they say. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how accurate this can be. But I really like what's happening here. I have to say that. All right, I'm going to go even further into every one of these cards because I'm going to get in there. Okay, I'm going to get in there. Sagittarius. All right. Tell me more about that reversed Hierophant. Oh, please. Okay, so for the clarifiers for the reversed Hierophant, we have an assessment of the energy that you're putting in, ready to get back what you know that your harvest, right? Again, this Empress is about you receiving your harvest. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is attributed again to Sagittarius. The energies that you're playing with right now are definitely setting things in motion for your greatest payoff, your greatest benefit, which is, again, what this Nine of Pentacles is talking about. It's a very fated direction where you're going. Why it's the Hierophant reversed is what is baffling me here, because I know that you guys... Could it be just as simple as I'm just doing it for myself right now? I'm just doing it for me, not to be the great leader, to be the teacher of everyone. Let's get some more info. See, and there's the Five of Swords again. Five of Swords again. Let's keep going here. Four of Cups for the Nine of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Two of Cups on its side. Let's get that Five of Swords clarified, please. With the Four of Cups here and the Two of Cups on its side, this Hierophant being reversed, this woman is definitely doing what's best for herself. Here we have the clarifiers for the Five of Swords reversed are the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I don't think that this is necessarily past, present, future. I think that in the heart of your reading, certainly you are definitely getting what you're setting out to accomplish. This thing that you're waiting on to be able to start this new life for yourself, it's there. It's in the center. It's at your heart, and it is going to manifest, okay? There's no doubt in my mind that that is going to manifest. I think that just what's on both sides of this is how you have to navigate this. I think that you have to be very... very strategic on both ends, where you're leaving, where you're going, who you're telling, why you're going. Maybe the reason that you want to go there is because it could be a leadership position, but you're not necessarily going because of needing to be the leader. I think that it's 100% personal. It's 100% personal. While it may be, because again, this Five of Swords is reversed, and this is like, I'm going to win at all costs. I'm going to go where I'm going to go. I don't care who's going with me or not. Suggests that you know that there's going to be people there when you get there. You know that there's going to be others that kind of are on the same page as you, suggesting again that maybe these people are your team or looking up to you in some way, being led by you. But there is a very, very clear reason why you're going, and it is not for anybody else this time. And I have to say, take a bow, Sagittarius, that you are not doing what you think is best for everybody else at this point. You're not doing it because you feel like it's your great service to humanity. You're not doing it because, you know, you need to impart your wisdom. You're not doing it. You're not doing it because of the people that are where you're at right now. It's like it's kind of like this reading of like, everybody needs to just take care of themselves because I'm going to take care of me, and wherever the cards fall is where they fall. Now, I can say that this is a very positive outcome for you and for everybody involved, because that's what happens when you answer the call of spirit. It's a win-win for everyone, and you're definitely tapped into your divine spirit. Everything here says you're tapped into your divine spirit. Here's the thing is, you're just not tapping in to be able to relay that information or hold a standard for anybody else anymore. You're tapped into spirit to get messages for you. And I love this. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with the deeper deck, because you guys right now just got, I mean, you've got me going like, what? Like, you got my attention here. You got my attention, Sagittarius. You're up to some things. You're up to some things. Okay, so I'm using the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms to get any final messages or anything else that you may need to be aware. Maybe I need to be aware of this situation. Why am I not surprised? Okay, here we have the Hierophant upright. Okay, Hierophant is upright. She just want the wisdom keeper. Okay, essentially what she is. She's the one that people come to for ceremony, for you know, this is like if you were to visit the temple or you were to visit the medicine woman of the tribe, you know, something like that, right? The great healer, the great diviner of information, right? So this is, I mean, you're definitely holding some solid space. You're definitely very prepared and very well educated on where you're going. You definitely are like more of a master in this field. You're more of an expert where you're going. Okay, certainly. And here is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is Mars in Leo. Guess what? We just talked about it. Mars is going into Leo. That's why. That's what's going on. Mars is full of ambition, personal, self-driven ambition, right? And Leo is about opportunities and being prepared for those opportunities. The Hierophant here is saying you're prepared, but you're prepared for you this time. People are going to acknowledge you for being somebody who's very well versed on these subjects. But the thing is that you are well prepared for an opportunity that is going to benefit you greatly. And here is the Eight of Cups. And again, was what I said I'm not surprised about. This Eight of Cups is what had shown up over here. This is where you're going. Like, there's all kinds of things that have been satisfying about where you've been. There are all kinds of things that are good. They're okay the way that they are. But it's not necessarily fulfilling every desire that you have. And you're going for your benefit to go follow that passion that's building and rising inside of you. Like I said, you are ready and raring to go. You're being very smart about this. You are being very well planned in that you are going to make sure that it is a good connection that is beneficial. Okay, there is a really good fit. It's a really good fit before you go all the way into this. But I think that the only fit that you're really concerned about is if it fulfills your cup. And again, applause to you, because I think that this is extremely important at this time for all of us to be navigating our lives from a very self-empowered place and not afraid to go after what we want to fulfill our dreams, our desires. Neptune, all about dreams and desires in Aries now for the next 14 years. So it's very appropriate for us to be doing this. And again, just know if you're having any, which it doesn't look like you are, but I just want to say, if there's anybody in your ear that's telling you that you're being selfish in any way, that's okay. That's okay, because they need to be also. And it will be a win-win for them as well, as everybody is sort of like, you got to kind of hold your own hand at this point, people. You got to be able, there's nobody going to be able to save you. I have to take care of me. You've got to take care of you. And we all have our own connection to spirit. We're all connected. We're all being divinely guided. You found your avenue. You found your connection to spirit. And it is this driving force inside of you that's lighting you up and igniting a passion. And to be honest with you, igniting a truth within you that you can't ignore. This is triumphant. This is a perception that you can't ignore that affirms your success. There is a power within you that has been growing for some time, that you are just about ready to take all the action on, waiting for last final little pieces of information. You're going to make your move. And even if it's not best for everybody else by their standards, just know between you and I that it will be what's best for them as well. Okay, so this looks really great. I'm really proud of you, and I hope that you're really proud of you as well. Thank you again so much for joining me. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things. I love every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.